The world's largest asset manager, BlackRock, has taken a massive step towards its involvement in crypto by filing for a Bitcoin Spot ETF. The narrative turns bullish rather quickly because the theory is, with BlackRock overseeing $10 trillion worth of assets, even a mere 1% allocation into the crypto market would translate to a substantial $100 billion, accounting for about 1/5 of the current Bitcoin market cap. So out of the blue, we've got so much hopium back in the market. It's like that Bitcoin Spot ETF is dangling on the edge of approval like never before. This is because BlackRock has a mind-blowing success rate when it comes down to its ETF applications with the SEC, with 575 approved against just a single rejected one. So the question arises, when might the approval of a Bitcoin Spot ETF be expected? And if this anticipation holds true, what are some of the coins you should definitely pay attention to that align with BlackRock's vision for the future? So in this video, I have come up with my top 5 coins that I'm keeping a close eye on. If you're curious about my list and my reasoning behind, make sure you stick around and watch the entire content till the end so that you won't miss out any important details. Number 1 on my list is, of course, Ethereum. Ethereum is being the center of DeFi, making it a prime candidate for a piece of BlackRock's investment pie. I'm pretty sure that BlackRock won't just casually pass by Ethereum. Instead, a whole bunch of institutional money might just cozy up in the Ethereum ecosystem. Given that BlackRock has already introduced Bitcoin Trust, it's only logical to guess that they are already preparing for an Ethereum Trust. So it's not a question of whether, but rather a question of when. Another reason to be optimistic about Ethereum is BlackRock's public declaration of bullishness on RWA SETA, or real-world assets. If you're not familiar with the term, it basically means that BlackRock is banking on the future of finance, evolving the tokenization of real-world assets like gold, stocks, and even properties. You can now own a tokenized version of these assets. Imagine being able to lend out a tokenized slice of the US Treasury bonds on Aave. Isn't that cool? I also did a detailed explanation video on RWA on this channel before, so if you're curious to check out some of the best RWA projects, click the link on the top right corner. Moving on to the next one on my list, we have Polygon. One of Polygon's major strengths lie in its remarkable partnerships with established traditional companies, including heavyweights like Apple, Amazon, Nike, and Disney. I mean, these aren't just casual associations, but big Web2 companies, because Polygon basically is the bridge to bring them to Web3. So with dozens of big partnerships like this, you really think BlackRock isn't looking into Polygon? What adds to the intrigue is Polygon's introduction of the new POL token, all set to replace Matic, alongside their Polygon 2.0 plan. Polygon 2.0 aims to create an experience similar to using a single chain, even though your tokens are actually moving across multiple chains in the background. Simply put, using Polygon dApps will be as straightforward as browsing different websites on the internet, aka no barrier. And for the new POL token, it'll be used as the native token, and all the chains on Polygon will be united by this one token alone. Not only does this increase the security and decentralization of all Polygon chains, but it also allows validators to earn even more passive income by being validators for multiple chains. And new tokens always attract attention, which usually leads to positive price movements. Considering these strategic decisions, you really think that significant players like BlackRock aren't closely watching Polygon? I bet they are already keeping a close eye on Polygon, much like a wolf observing a sheep, waiting for the right moment to make a move. Number 3 on my list, we have Solana. Solana is a crypto with a history of a lot of ups and downs. Initially associated with FTX, which had a rocky partnership that BlackRock invested in, definitely not the best outcome. However, things have taken a positive turn since FTX stepped aside. This shift has turned out to be a blessing in disguise for Solana. Remarkably, Solana's value has surged by an impressive 150% since February this year, and not only is prices reflecting its development, Solana's full-time developers is one of the largest out of all blockchains. Did you know there are actually more developers working in Solana than other infrastructure projects like Cardano, Avalanche, or even Bitcoin? I really like how Solana is actually learning from its mistakes, and you can really see the improvements. Last year, Solana was basically down like a dozen of times. The network had so many issues and it used to piss me off so much. But did you know that Solana has had 100% uptime since the start of this year? It's sort of unbelievable coming from Solana, and I hope this video won't jinx it. What I'm trying to say is that Solana is on a roll, and with the way they are developing, I'm pretty damn sure that even BlackRock wouldn't let an opportunity like this slip by. Number 4 on my list is Cosmos. Cosmos is one of the earliest interoperable projects in the field. Being one of the older projects here is definitely more attractive to big names like BlackRock, because at least we know the project is still going to be around when the next bull hits. So what's so special about Cosmos anyway? Think of Cosmos as the internet of blockchains. It's a dynamic hub where different apps and services connect seamlessly using the IBC protocol into blockchain communication. This means digital assets and data can move freely between decentralized exchanges, creating a seamless network. So pay special attention to the Cosmos coin. It's not just any cryptocurrency, it's like a dApp project with real practical uses. When cryptos actually solve real world problems, they tend to stand strong. In the case of Atom coin, our analysis suggests it might be a smart move for the long run. So consider keeping an eye on this one. Last but not least, we have Polkadot. Let's be clear, Polkadot is far from a dead project. In fact, it's advancing faster than many other projects as it's being taken seriously by developers, which means neat features could be coming soon. Well, I know you could be thinking, just another wannabe Ethereum killer coin, right? But here's a key point to it. Polkadot has avoided being labeled as a security by the SEC. This is a huge deal because it's like skipping a regulatory hurdle. While BlackRock might not be focused on Polkadot right now, that could change. As Polkadot grows and its impacts broaden, BlackRock might start seeing it as a serious investment option. The crypto world is evolving, and Polkadot's potential could attract major investors like BlackRock in the future. So watch Polkadot closely, as you could be witnessing a potential game changer unfolding before your eyes. Well, of course, my list is based on the assumption of us getting a Bitcoin Spot ETF. We have been waiting for this long enough in the space, so when the day finally comes, I believe a huge rally would happen as soon as the news breaks. Personally, I think this would have a lasting impact on the price, meaning it won't just be a short-term pump, but could send us to a new all-time high. This is because a spot ETF would mean that regular folks can finally get involved in high-growth industries like crypto, which could also spark some healthy competition and innovation among companies. But hold up, I must say it again, the spot ETF success isn't a sure thing. It still depends on the performance of the underlying companies, not to mention the regulatory approval process can be complex and lengthy. But anyways, these are the 5 coins that I think have potential. Let me know what you think, what projects are on your list. Tell me everything in the comment section below, and perhaps we could cover that in our next video. In the meanwhile, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss out any valuable content. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram for more regular updates, and I'll see you guys in the next one.